And why that's important is because how you think the world is when you're looking through your narrow filters gets you like this much information about how the world is. And you can open that up to start to become aware of all this information. That's a whole lot more. And that's where what you're talking about, the energy, interacting with the consciousness of other beings on this planet, interacting with the earth herself, opening to your angels, opening to your guides, all of that comes into play when you can get out of this and stop believing this and tune into your heart, your inner voice, the inner space, and what your senses are telling you is going on.
So if I'm understanding correctly, I am not hearing anything about religion.
There's no religion
This
for me.
this is about spirit, spirituality.
Yes.
So would you say in your define in your own words the difference between religion and spirituality?
Religion is thinking about God, and spirituality is experiencing God.
Okay.
So religion comes from here. We're trying to understand it, apply it, think about it, read about it, talk about it. It's all coming from here. Spirituality comes from your right brain, your heart, your senses, your inner vision, your listening. There's a lot of listening with spirituality. It's mostly listening, not so much telling,
Yes.
more listening,
Yes.
and listening in multiple ways.
Okay. I get that. Because for me, I spend many hours in this house listening. Sometimes reading, but mostly listening. And just experiencing the peace and the quietness. I love animals even more so because I feel like they speak to me. I had an experience sitting outside on the patio, and I had just prayed, meditated, sat outside, and then these hawks circled my head. Maybe about 6 of them. And I felt as though I could reach up and actually touch them. And then as I ran back inside to get my camera, they started slowly drifting up and further up into the atmosphere. But in the beginning, I felt like they were right over my head, and I felt like I had received the answer that I was looking for.
Okay, that's shamanism. That's the understanding that God works through all the creations.
Yes.
And so when you have a question, you can ask that question. And because God works through all creatures, then God could send you a hawk to give you the answer.
Yes.
And all of these animals have meanings. They have special gifts. Like the fox is very clever.
Yes.
So when fox shows up, you know fox is clever. Fox is usually a loner, goes out and figures things out, very curious, very capable. There's attributes of fox that are really different than, like, say, attributes of a snake or attributes of a horse. So you can start to understand that God is speaking to you through what is showing up for you in your life. And if you're out in nature, it could be an animal.
And it has been, which has been amazing. This is amazing because a fox showed up.
And it's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's a game.
To see what's going to show up.
Yeah, this isn't torment. And I think that's the other difference between religion and spirituality. Is a lot of times religion is based in shame, guilt, and judgment. And the spirituality that I practice, that I've been trained in, is about, this is Earth School. This is Earth School, and you're here to learn. And if you miss the mark, try again.
Right.
You will keep getting opportunities to try again until you pass the lesson.
Yeah.
It will just keep coming until you accomplish that.
I feel that way.
It's not a punishment.
Right.
It's
It's
for
just a
you.
part of the right. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes. Wow.
It's liberating.
It is.